It's the Andy and Dave Daily. Andy O'Reilly, Dave Cackley, right here on the Muskegon Channel. Dave doing his neck stretches, and
I'm getting old.
A long day ahead of me.
Well, yeah. What do you got going on?
I don't think I slept 5 minutes last night.
Really? What's wrong?
Just coughing.
Yeah.
It's like I got a post-nasal drip thing going on, so it gets my throat all irritated. And
did you take a lozenge?
A
Halls?
I double dipped on the Halls all night long.
Okay.
One in each cheek. Kind of tucked my way up there.
How about that chloroseptic spray?
Don't have any
Try
of that.
some of that?
No, don't have any
Try
of that.
that.
Okay, I'll try that. Note
Try
to
that.
self, buy chloroseptic spray because Dave said so. Okay.
I just said that's, if I get a scratchy throat, a little bit of a cough, sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
I would love to not have been awake all night long.
You know what happened to me?
What?
I woke up at just before 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was awake.
Yes.
I fell asleep probably around 8. So I got maybe 4 hours, that's 6 hours of sleep.
That's 6, yep, 6.
So I woke up and I was rested. Instead of going back to sleep, I got up, I worked out, I watched a couple of episodes of House of Cards,
Wow.
and I feel actually pretty good this morning.
So you wake up and let's say your roommate was still sleeping.
Okay.
Does that affect them at all?
No, not at all. I go downstairs and I turn on the TV. I do my weights, do my crunches, and had a bowl of Apple Jacks.
Oh, very nice.
And that was lovely. And it's been a good morning. I've been up for a while.
Yeah,
feeling pretty good. You know what I am? This is slightly off topic. I'm considering an ascot. What do you think? Should I start wearing an ascot? I feel like I'm entering that phase of my life where an ascot might kind of accentuate, my outfit.
Honestly, I think if you just threw a bag over your head, you'd be fine.
That was just hurtful.
Well,
I'm trying to be positive.
I
know you're not feeling well.
Here's the thing: I'm an up with people kind of guy. I'm up with people. That's what I do. But when you get when you cough every 5 minutes and it keeps you from sleeping, your future. In all honesty, you want an ascot, right?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay,
I'm not saying definitely.
But let me ask you this: how many used clothing stores sell ascots nowadays?
I don't just go to used clothing stores.
Well,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy
like a laundry basket every time I'm around you. It's like somebody's clothes that they didn't wash before they donated.
It's not.
I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being a cheapskate freeloader.
It's not being cheap. It's not freeloading. It's being economically minded.
Thank you.
Come on, you've worked in this business long enough to know you gotta save where you can.
No, I never figured that out. That's why I am doing what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm just.
Had either you or I ever got to the point in radio where we could have made some money and saved it, that would have been great. But guess what?
That would have been fantastic.
Wouldn't that have been fun?
It would have been.
No, they dropped the whole bottom of the industry out on us. Yes, so none of us got to ever make Rick Beckett money now, did we?
Not that you're bitter.
No, I'm not bitter about it. In fact, I'm glad to be gone. Did you see Clear Channel fired a bunch of people the other day? Yesterday?
Yeah, I always feel bad when people lose their jobs. It's just the industry in general. You've got to be able to roll with these things. If you're going to decide to stay in it, you've got to adjust.
Here's the thing:
management's
we're doing that. We've adjusted and all that other kind of stuff. But had they not tanked the industry, nobody would have to roll with it. You know what I mean?
Well, the biggest issue if you go back to, and I guess I'm going to give people a bit of a history lesson. 1996, when that Telecommunications Act was signed, that loosened the reins. This was going to happen. This was going to cost people jobs, and I have a hard time blaming corporations because they don't. And what I mean by
please, dude, really.
Just listen to me for a second. What I mean is they're not beholden to their employees. They're beholden to their shareholders. I'm not saying that across the board there haven't been major screw-ups on the management level. That's obvious. But what I'm saying is at the end of the day, if you get cut, you got to go looking elsewhere. You got to be able to adjust to it. It's sad. It's unfortunate that good people lose their jobs through no fault of their own.
But take a look at what it's done to smaller communities as well. I mean,
I don't think that's a good thing. Yeah,
radio it could be and should be a vital part of every local community. There should be a reason to tune in. There should be a reason to go there, and even if it's just to have a companion throughout the day. They've killed the farm league. It's just ridiculous. It's just a shame. I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad I don't do it anymore.
Well, people have different ways of. I mean, people. When you go back, the iPod started that with people being able to listen to music however they wanted to listen to it.
But you know what? And then you and I both know that it's not about the music when it comes to a radio station.
Absolutely,
people identify with the music.
Personality.
They want that. They want the personality. They want the community touch. They want the connection is what they want.
And local does help.
Yeah.
And if you're in management, you have to decide if what I'm going to pay this person versus what I can pay this one person in Indianapolis or San Francisco or wherever to run shows in about 10 different markets. That's a decision they make. I don't agree with it. You don't agree with it, but that's the way it is right now.
All right.
Fortunately, traffic is still done. Fortunately, traffic is still done at the local level. So
love that. Oh, thank God. Everybody driving around their cars, watching you on TV, wondering where the next accident's going to be.
Okay, don't.
Just saying.
Right. Don't crap all over my profession now.
I didn't. I think
you did. That was a subtle little turd you dropped there. I'm just saying.
You're one of the world's foremost traffic reporters.
I am.
Wow.
Like I said, yesterday I was saving lives. Today, who knows what I'll do.
Can you do the sprinkler when you're on TV?
This
look at him go, folks. That's traffic right there.
Uh-huh.
Roll some news there, Goober.
All right, let's do it. There's a lot of stuff in the news yesterday that I'm not going to quite get into. Of course, we managed to avoid the government shutdown and the Great Lakes. No cuts being made there, which is
very good.
Obviously good for us and anybody along the lakeshore. President Trump on Monday also named North Korea as his biggest foreign policy concern, but stopped short of declaring what his red line might be with leader Kim Jong-un. The president went on to say that nobody is safe in the face of North Korea's repeated tests of nuclear weapons and might someday be able to carry a warhead beyond the South Korean border where 28,000 U.S. troops are stationed. Trump said he didn't want to telegraph any possible military action. So this is just one of those things you just keep watching and waiting.
It's going to make me very mad. Nobody cares how mad you get, Don.
And he caught some flack, obviously, for the. I would be honored to have Kim Jong Un. He's not good with the English language.
You think?
At times, when you stumble and trip over. I mean, the weird thing was before he said it would be a great honor, he paused.
Yeah.
It's like, should I say it would be a great honor? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it'd be a great honor. And that, then that gets then when you make a compromise like he did to avoid the shutdown, that gets lost.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to be talking about the comment you just made.
Honestly, look at it like this: love him or hate him, Obama was eloquent. He could really get a message across, and he was very good at what he does. And now you got
that doesn't. No, okay, being articulate doesn't make you good.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It helps if you're doing what you and I are doing, but if you're a leader of the free world, you can be as articulate as you want. If your policies don't work, they don't work.
Well, so far
I'm not saying his didn't. I'm not saying he was good or bad. I've always been. I thought he was perfectly mediocre two-term president. I thought the same thing about Bill Clinton. I thought the same thing about George W. Bush and the first George Bush. I'm really lukewarm on it. I don't think there's been a great president in my lifetime.
Okay.
So, anyway, what else is happening? Border Patrol agents in southern Arizona, you'll love this, seized 67 pounds of marijuana that was apparently smuggled inside a casket. Agency officials stopped a hearse over the weekend near Tombstone. 28-year-old man was arrested and is facing narcotic smuggling charges. The marijuana has an estimated street value of $33,000.
And the message in this one is, kids, stay away from the devil's lettuce. It will end you up in a hearse. It will kill you.
Oh man, you got to give them credit for using the hearse to smuggle in the marijuana. That was, $33,000. I would have thought it would have cost more. Evidently, the price of weed's going down. A new aviation factory is now open in Norton Shores. Grand opening of Johnson Technologies' Brilliant Factory was held on Monday. 90 Muskegon area workers have been hired since last fall for the site, which employs nearly 800 from the state. The 35,000 square foot facility manufactures parts for the Boeing 777 and will perform development work for new programs. The Boeing 777, of course, the most powerful jet engine in the world. So that's cool. You got the factories employing people and things looking up. That's
we're doing what we can, man.
All right, what else? Second day without immigrants march. It took place in downtown Grand Rapids yesterday as they blocked traffic on Division Avenue from Burton to downtown. Hundreds asked for acceptance, celebrated their heritage, and pledged to fight for the rights they say are being denied and disrespected. Participants stayed home from work or school, and many gathered at Garfield Park on Monday morning. The estimated crowd numbered around 600.
Wow.
And I think, it's one of those deals. The only thing that bothers me with situations like this, when you're marching in the streets and you're blocking traffic, even if you got permits for it, any protest, I like it, you put it on the side of the road so people can drive by and, what's that? What are you? Oh, okay. Honk if you support us, whatever. You've got Rosa Parks Circle downtown. You could, hold it there. I don't understand.
I had to ding you because you spit.
See, that's not what the bell is for. The bell is for mispronounced words, not excess saliva.
The bell is for faux pas. I control the bell.
Okay, fine.
Okay, you spit all over the camera, and you're going to get a ding. Sorry.
That's all you had to add to that.
Wish I could do something. Yeah,
wish you could do something. Okay.
All I was doing was trying to picture you in your Gran Torino driving by a bunch of protesters.
It's a Grand Marquis. Let's see. Once again, I'm a news journalist. I'm all about precision and exact words and proper word choice.
Of course you are. Drive by with your fist out the window. I'm Dave. I do traffic. How dare you people?
No, it's just I get into.
What if you get hit? I'm going to have to talk about it. Oh my God.
This is my point. My point is, even if I support your cause, if you annoy me by blocking traffic, you're inconveniencing me now.
Okay.
And having people stay home from work and school. Do this on the weekend. Make a real sacrifice. Use your free time to do it. I think that's a better idea too.
Okay.
Why stay home from work? Why keep your kids home from school? Do it on the weekend.
Why are you on your soapbox this morning? Couldn't you just pick another day to pontificate?
Is it because you're irritated?
I'm tired. I'm irritable,
not
and
feeling
you're
good?
over here going on like a ninny.
Well, I wanted you to add something to it.
I've
now
got
I got
nothing to add. You know what? Let them protest. Good. That's their thing.
I was saying I'm pro-protest. I'm fine with all that.
As long as it's convenient for you.
Well, yeah, as long as it's not blocking traffic when I'm trying to get downtown.
Like I said.
And it's annoying, and it makes me think twice.
I'm trying to get downtown.
I'm trying to get down.
Magoo's, where all the 20-year-olds are hanging out. Hey, come on out and see my Grand Marquis. I've got a nice Afghan and a box of tissues in the back window. And the child seat.
No, he doesn't need the child seat anymore.
Oh, no?
Big enough, yeah.
Sweet.
All right, sports.
Tigers
beat Cleveland 7-1. It was the Phillies all over the Cubs 10-2.
Guess what?
What?
We're working our way toward Whit Buick here coming up on May 13th.
Oh,
we're going to be out there broadcasting live kind of broadcasting live anyway, at least Saturday morning. Cinema Carousel coughed up a bunch of gift cards.
Oh, sweet.
That's right. We'll be sending you to the movies, so stay tuned for more details on that.
What time? Oh, God.
Do you think I'm kidding?
Yeah. Well, Dave, you made it through 20 minutes or 15 minutes before you started.
15 minutes, so I did all right.
Yeah.
Go have yourself a nice day, and don't come back a pain in the ass tomorrow.
All right.